Hello everyone, my name is Howard. Today I am going to tell you a magnificent story called The Gray Witch. In the lucky forest, there was a pretty house made of candy and cookies, and in this pretty house lived a witch. She liked to wear gray clothes, so everybody called her the Gray Witch. But the Gray Witch did not get along with people, nor did she like to have any contact with anybody. So she couldn't stand it when strangers showed up in her forest. One day, she learned that a family of dwarves had moved in on the other side of the forest. These new neighbors loved to party. They were always inviting their friends over for dinner parties, with singing and dancing. Every night, they sang and danced until very late. There was lots of cheering and shouting too. The dwarves were so loud that the Gray Witch couldn't sleep or concentrate on her work. They were driving her crazy. So the Gray Witch sent out an army of caterpillars to invade the dwarf's house. Go! Get inside those dwarfs' clothes. Make them itch all over and leave this forest at once, she ordered them. But the Gray Witch did not expect that after the caterpillars entered the dwarf's garden, not a single one would come back, nor would she find any trace of them. The Gray Witch was very angry. "Those useless caterpillars," she cried. Next, she sent out a bunch of myna birds. Go and sit on their roof, make lots of noises, so they will move out at once, she told them. But the Maina birds did not return either. When they heard the beautiful music coming from the house, they decided to stay with the dwarfs, since they loved to sing too. The Grey Witch was furious. Why did her clever plans always fail? That's enough, she said, stamping her feet. She decided to send her most loyal servant to get rid of the dwarfs, her black cat. Go sneak into the dwarf's house and mess everything up. Make them leave this forest, the Great Witch said excitedly. But the black cat lazily stood up and without looking back, walked into the kitchen. What are you going in there for? The Great Witch asked. Following the cat through the cobwebs, since her mother had passed away, she had not once entered the kitchen. It was a place full of happy memories of her mom. There they would always cook together and bake cookies and cakes. The Grey Witch stood in the kitchen for a while, lightly touching and looking carefully at all the dusty pots, bowls, and spoons. Then all of a sudden, she saw a small picture frame on the windowsill. Curiously, she wiped away the dust and discovered a card inside. Written on it was one of her mother's favorite sayings, "Treat others as you would like to be treated." The Grey Witch stared at the card for a long, long time. Then the Grey Witch started to get busy. From the kitchen came a real racket that didn't stop. And along with the clanging and banging came a wonderful aroma. Hee hee hee, the Grey Witch cackled as she took off her gray clothes and changed into an outfit that was as colorful and beautiful as a rainbow. Carrying a box, she went outside and walked slowly to the dwarf's house. The Grey Witch knocked lightly on the door. When it opened, the dwarfs were surprised to see their special guest standing there. "Hello there," the Grey Witch began. "Welcome to the forest. I'm your new neighbor. I made this cake for you and hope you like it." The witch gave the box to the dwarfs, who are very excited to open it. And the dwarfs started to sing and dance happily, enjoying the delicious cake the Grey Witch had brought for them. And from that day forward, the Grey Witch was never lonely again. Hello, everyone.